Yo, it's good, it's your boy Mikey Pipes, 1ounce what? Just come through another quick vlog, just to update on a vlog I dropped last year about unity in the Australian rap battle scene. Again, one of those disclaimers, man. Some people might not find this video that interesting or that relevant. If this ain't for you, just skip now, man. Like I say, it's just going to be chatting to people who do want to share opinions on what's going on inside the Australian rap battle scene and the movements and politics going on sort of behind the scene. Some fans appreciate it when we sort of share this information. So I'm going to continue sort of dropping these blogs so that people are informed who want to be informed. If that's not you, don't leave hate. Don't feel some kind of way about it. Just move on. Just click the button and move on, because yeah, this video is just going to be me talking, and you might not find that exciting, which is cool. No disrespect intended. So please don't bother leaving hate and vitriol. Just move along if this ain't for you. So yeah, most people know. If you don't know, I dropped a vlog last year in response to a vlog dropped by Greeley calling for unity in the Australian battle scene. The slogan Greeley dropped was "Do good shit." Most of us remember that. It was about 8-9 months ago. At the time, I dropped a vlog suggesting an event that we would host down here in Melbourne, involving all the other leagues that we recognised throughout the country, in an attempt to sort of build some relationships to move forward from. At the time, the idea wasn't really that well received, which is cool. I appreciate that. That's fine. Obviously, it was just a suggestion, and people can feel it's appropriate or not appropriate depending on where they were. I don't sort of have any hard feelings against the guys who didn't want to be involved in that. That's cool. Obviously, though, what's sort of happened that's kind of been bad for me is in that time, people have chosen to use the idea of the unity event suggested by myself as sort of an angle of attack, if you will, against myself or against 1ounce or whatever. So I just wanted to clarify what I meant by that, and what I mean sort of moving forward, or where I'm at with it moving forward. First of all, a lot of people got it twisted, and they thought that the idea of unity in our scene meant the guys who run the leagues getting along, which is totally not what I meant. I don't think the fans give a fuck who runs the leagues, who puts on the events, who produces the battles. I don't think the fans give a fuck. They just want quality produce, which is totally understandable. For me, I was talking more about the unity of the community, of the fan base, of the talent base. I wasn't necessarily talking about all the people who want to be leaders in the scene, such as myself, all seeing eye to eye and being best of friends and best of buddies moving forward. So I just want to clear that up. By unity, I didn't necessarily mean all-inclusive. I don't think it's necessarily unity begins with the guys who run the leagues getting along. I don't think it's necessarily about our egos or how we see things. It was more about what I'd like to see as one community in Australia, one battle rap community. I think personally that would benefit from that would be in a stronger position to be able to present our case internationally. For me, it's a huge goal of mine for the Australian scene for us to join the global community. I think it's extremely important that we begin to get recognition and acceptance from the global community. I feel like at the moment the global community continues to grow and grow and grow, whereas we're a little bit stagnated, a little bit behind, and we're sort of getting left further and further behind because we're not able to form that connection and get that international recognition and sort of legitimacy given to us. So I feel like by unifying and becoming a singular fan base, a singular community, a singular talent base or whatever, we've got more chance of actually forming those relationships that I believe are crucial for the future of Australian battle rap with our overseas peers. So that was really my focus on it, and it was the idea. A lot of people criticised that the idea I suggested was my way or the highway. I can understand that suggestion. To be honest, it was just a starting point suggestion. It wasn't that I wanted to undermine the leadership of guys who run the other leagues. It was more that I was like, here's what I can offer as a starting point. Here's what I could do. That wasn't appreciated or accepted or wanted. That's cool, but I don't think it's fair to throw that back at me and be like, oh, hey, you said you said you wanted this, so it's your way or the highway, or you said you wanted unity. That means if you don't show love to that guy who runs the other league, that you're a hypocrite or you're a hater or something like that. It's more about the fans, really. It is. It's more about the fans and the talent base. I could give a fuck less, really, whether or not we all get along running the leagues. That's not what's important. I think that's what's become the problem. Is I'm as guilty of it as the next man. I ain't pointing fingers here, but it's become about an ego clash or pride clash or whatever you want to call it. Like, I don't even want to put labels on it because people will reject those, and that's cool. It's just the focus has become on the leagues and the guys running the leagues, unifying and creating a solution that involves everyone and everyone getting what they want. Whereas I think that's missing the point for me. The idea of unity is about the fan base. It's about the community. It's about the battle rappers. We've seen, like, no disrespect to those who would put forward other suggestions, because I think it's great. The bottom line is it's great that there are other people out there who want to throw ideas in the hat. But I thought, for example, ideas like having the event or a unity event well away from the fan base and well away from the talent bases, purely for the neutrality of the egos of the guys running the leagues, is a bit weird to me. Like, I don't get why we'd all go to somewhere random because we all can't handle our egos, and the fans would suffer, the events will suffer, and the community won't put its best foot forward because the egos of the leaders of the leagues is the priority. And that to me seems a bit twisted. I actually think I don't regret dropping that Unity vlog or anything like that, but I do think, given hindsight, that it was misguided. I think I was probably a little bit off track there. What's kind of happened from it and sort of the ramifications of having dropped that are pretty predictable, really. I'm not surprised that it was one of those things which was rejected and then used to attack. That's just the game, baby. That's cool. People are probably going to be offended that I perceive it that way. If you don't perceive it that way and you don't think that's how it went down, that's cool. I appreciate that. But look, arguing the toss aside, I just feel like it was a misguided thing for me to do. I feel like the way I presented it made it about the leagues and the leaders of the leagues, and people got it twisted, and that's why I left myself open to being attacked. Look, I don't want to retract the idea of unity, because it's a great idea in theory that we have a unified scene, a unified community, but I do think that, it was pretty naive of me to suggest that we could do an event together. I think what it really comes down to is just the same thing as it's always been, which is just capitalist economics. It's just opposing competition, brands fighting for market share, and hopefully eventually one actually can win out, can actually unify the fan base, the talent base, and we can actually see the Australian scene begin to flourish under one legitimate banner. That'd be cool. Given that, what I've just said, I feel like each league will put their best foot forward, and I can't speak for the other leagues what their future plans are, but like, there's that saying, if you ain't part of the solution, you're part of the problem, and I acutely feel that at the moment. I feel like it's pretty hypocritical of me to say, okay, all the leagues are oversaturating, all the leagues aren't able to put whatever themselves aside as the priority to be able to unify a fan base, because I'm exactly the same. Obviously, I'm part of the problem as well by having those same attitudes, and I just feel like, okay, well, what we'll do moving forward is we're going to have some particular goals that we want to achieve, that we feel are a measure of one out's either heading towards being able to create a legitimate unified community or not. And if we don't hit those measures, we'll take that as a sign that we're part of the problem rather than part of the solution. I said about a year before that, year ago or so, sorry, before that I was thinking of putting it aside and stepping aside for the greater good of our community, to give someone else a chance to be able to unify. Just basically the whole idea of too many chiefs, not enough Indians, and just taking myself out of the picture as one of the wannabe chiefs. And look, obviously we didn't do that. We kept going, the pride, the passion. I mean, I'm very passionate about battle rap and Australian battle rap community. I really love it. So that sort of thing kind of kept us motivated, kept us wanting to go. You know, just that ego of not wanting to give up and not wanting to see the next man achieve what we wanted to achieve. But at the end of the day, I would rather see the Australian battle rap scene go where it can go and go where it should go without me, than be stifled and suffocated and ultimately fall short of its possibilities with me. I think that's, you know, if I was prepared to see our community suffer and not reach its maximum potential just so that I could be the man, that would make me a real shit cunt. You know, and like me or not, or hate me or not, or whatever, I don't want to be that guy that's that shit cunt that's stopping us all from being able to get where we want to go. So yeah, long story short, we're just going to wait and see if we can hit these measures in the next sort of 6 to 12 months. If we can't, we'll probably put 1Outs on hiatus, step back, remove ourselves from the immediate community, and allow one of the other leaders of the pre-existing leagues to capitalise on that opportunity to be able to unify the community, unify the talent pool, and be able to just take this forward where it needs to go. I'm going to be honest, man, the Australian scene right now, we're real pissant. Like, we're going backwards hard. We're pissanting around because what's happening is global battling's taking off, and we're not connected to it, and we're not keeping up with it, and we're not part of it. We're not in that circle, and it's fucking essential that we rectify that. Like, we gotta join the international community. We absolutely have to, if we want this to grow to where it potentially could go. We need a slice of that global market. We need, I've been over it all before, everyone knows, but like, look, I'm starting to blab now, so I'm gonna wrap it up. But basically, look, I just wanted to say, as far as the unity idea goes, just clear up where I was at with it. Apologise if I was naive in the way that I approached that idea, and let people know that, like, look, we're just gonna worry about ourselves and do us for now, and if we can get to where we want to get to, that's cool. If we can't, then we'll probably chill out after this year, you know, and step back and let someone else take this where it needs to go. As always, like, I drop these vlogs to try and generate conversation, to see people's opinions. We're not all going to agree with each other, obviously, but please share your opinion, your feedback. One of the great things that came out of the last series of vlogs from Greeley and myself, etc., was a lot of conversation, a lot of thinking, stuff like that, which is always good. So likewise here, man, share your opinions with us. Let us know what you think about everything. That's what's good, man. I've been talking for fucking ages now. I'm going to get out of here. You know what's good. It's your boy Mikey Pipes. 1Outs what?